A major multi-agency investigation is underway to determine what led to a plane entering Jamaica's airspace and the subsequent emergency landing in Rocky Point, Clarendon. The occupants and pilot of the aircraft are still being sought, as well as whatever cargo was on board. We have extensive team coverage of this developing story. Up first, our reporter Dwayne Anderson was on the scene last night.
It was not the typical Saturday evening for residents of Rocky Point in Clarendon. They told us the ordeal started minutes after 6 when an unknown plane began circling the area.
While we're on the ball going to play some ball, we see this aircraft, small aircraft fly past, go to the east, so we never too pay it in mind. So maybe a 2 minutes after here we see it come back, and then we see it come up as a come land. You see me I say, so we say, I want to go on here. So then next thing we know, the man them go on them boat and them drive come up here and them say, yo, plane crash up there and something, and then everybody run come up here. You see me I say?
Because it passed low right over here, no one to Friday. We have to say a jet, but to way some look. You see, you go back over here and then you come back with one bright light and a search. And then when you see a bloop. Well loud man, everybody here back, way back up man, well loud man.
Getting to the site was tricky. The water was low in some parts and 5 feet deep in others. Fisherfolk familiar with the area led the way. They told us crocodiles frequent the water in these parts. Luckily, we did not encounter any of the reptiles in the dark while on our journey. Now, once on the scene, we observed several things. The plane bore a Mexican flag. Whoever was inside had also packed for the journey, as indicated by the bottles of drinking water we saw scattered. We checked, and the water brand is traced back to Mexico. No, we did not go into the plane to help preserve the site for investigators. But this amateur footage from residents who went aboard showed what inside the unit looked like. Most people we spoke with said they went to the site to help anyone who may have been injured.
At first we worry and I wonder what could have gone because we think, whole heap of scenarios. You see me I say? They don't come up here and see for yourself, so you look like the plane because see the bottom there. So you look like it land right there, so and then it go way up more good because stop, you see it? So that's why we hear reload noise and something. Because we were frightened at first, yeah, because we are wonder what go on here, so.
So I'm hoping that it just crashed for a good reason, it was just malfunction and crash and nothing else. But I can't, comment on what happened and stuff. I'm just hoping that it crashed that way.
But concern for the occupants or pilots' safety quickly turned to curiosity. People started to ask, where did the occupants or pilot go? What happened to whatever cargo was being transported? And was this a crash or an emergency landing for something more sinister? Getting the answers depended heavily on finding the occupants of the plane. And so the security forces set about searching. Some of the soldiers and police searched the area on foot. We saw as they checked abandoned clothes. Even the fire unit that came on the scene eventually left. There were no victims to assist or blaze to put out. Sea and air support were also called in to help. But hours of searching proved futile. Police and military personnel have since secured the crash site, but it remains to be seen how much useful information they'll be able to gather, because from what we observed and what we were told, persons vandalized and appeared to have stolen contents from the airplane. Reporting from Rocky Point here in Clarendon, I'm Dwayne Anderson for TVJ News.
Meanwhile, the police are appealing to residents of Rocky Point to stay away from the crash site. Lawmen say they had challenges securing the aircraft. People who vandalize the aircraft may also find themselves in trouble with the law. We have more in this report from Cody and Barrett.
In this amateur video, people are heard saying they will take whatever they can from the aircraft. We observed that the police scene of crime van was one of the last to arrive in Rocky Point last night, long after the site was compromised by scores of people. Head of the Clarendon Police, Senior Superintendent Glenford Miller, admitted that securing the crash site has been a challenge. He, however, explained to our news center that so far they have no evidence indicating that residents found anything illicit aboard the aircraft. The commanding officer said efforts are being made to cut off access to the site. As for people who vandalized the aircraft, they may find themselves in problem with the law for vandalizing property that is part of an active investigation.
by virtue of where the plane is, it is a little difficult for our police personnel to be posted on a 24-hour system because it is out there in the mangrove. So it is between land and sea. But the Marine Police is giving us some amount of support in relation to coverage out there on the sea.
As for the pilot or any crew that was aboard, Senior Superintendent Miller says there is still no sign of them, but the search is continuing.
The police and the military would have gone on the scene. Based upon it's a red and white plane, double engine. Based upon our investigation so far, no one has been located so far who would have been traveling in that plane. So the pilot, or if there was passengers, no one has been located. We would have contacted our marine base, or marine to actually canvass the sea out there to see if anyone would have actually fell overboard and in the waters. But today again we will step up our investigation to see if we can locate any survivor from that plane.
Cody and Barrett, TVJ News.
Yes, there's so much things happening in Jamaica. We get a very disturbing call last night from the cutting edge, man. Very disturbing, out of the prison. Yeah, occasionally we get some call from the prison, even though we not talk about them all the while. But remember about a couple of weeks ago we did interview a virgin from prison when them talk about the sit-in or the strike where them did have done a Spanish Town District Prison. And when one of the politicians them talk about nothing no go, so them don't know nothing about that. That time everybody know about it except him, and him are the politician, the political man we're supposed to know. You understand? So we get this disturbing call out of GP this time. Yes, that at Tower Street. Very disturbing, man. I'm going to share it with you. Because where the upon the lips of the people them now is the street people them where get murdered. But remember, say, we did have some things to deal with, which is the whole heap of, well, them call them insane people where them find in the prison. Like 35 years, them not get no trial, them just sit down in there. 50 years. One of them did in there 50 years and dead in the early part of last year there. And we don't hear nothing more about all of them, how much dozens of men where they did in the prison. I was still in the prison. And we don't hear 200 guns. I want them 200 guns go down there. We talk about the Deputy Prime Minister, the Minister of National Security, 200 guns. 200 guns need for go to them place there, you know, because the people they want to see, them elected leaders, for know say really and truly, them have a chance, even in a prison. Because prison is not to condemn a man to death. It is there to put him and punish him and make him rehabilitate himself. How can you rehabilitate yourself in that conditions like where we here are going so? It's a serious thing. Serious thing. So here we are saying now. We're going to deal with it. Yo, watch out. A long time we are talking about them street people that were lay down on the road at night time and nobody now notice, you know. I also nobody we are talking about man like 200 guns, the Prime Minister, all of them. They don't really understand where going in a Kingston itself, because them not go in a Kingston. You understand? Years you have destituted people lay down in front of the central police station. This is the central police station in a Jamaica. On a main road, East Queen Street. And the people them lay down there because them, I don't know, maybe them think them safe if them lay down in front of the wall at the police station. That is a mindset. But then you have places like Peter's Lane. I wonder if 200 guns know Peter's Lane there. Only need for go around them place there now, along a Peter's Lane. Yes. Them place there where people take the street and any little cardboard and make them bed. You understand? Right now you have people where uptown, we call it uptown, you know, we call it uptown now is a different thing from first time, you understand? But a long time we are telling because this is not the first. Them, well, it wasn't so drastic the other time when we talk about it, how them beat some man on the road. I remember a picture that come out when some school picnic Some school picnic did take advantage of one little destituted man, I kick him and I lick him and I thump him down and all them way there. And even though the video did all over the place, whenever you hear nobody mention it. Now it get to the stage now where man a chop up destituted people on the road in Rasta. Chop them up. Kill four of them. That is unacceptable. So we want to know if I just statements these people are going to make. Like the Prime Minister, like 200 guns. If I just statement them are going to make continuously, and then afterwards, now you hear nothing about it, and then something else happen again, and then everybody start to bawl, and I said, Jesus, look where Jamaica come to. Jamaica come to that from before independence. You know, see, a long time people do certain things, so it just that get so intense. Like the COVID. A long time COVID about, under different name, but this one I get so intense. So look now. We have the COVID to deal with. The COVID at intensify. Obviously, the COVID intensify. 160 people them say yesterday catch it. You understand? I mean, I say now, if we have to go think on COVID and then think on gunman, you understand? And man who are kill people on road now, what going to happen to the people there? You know, so we're going to be traumatized to the point where there's no return. We're going to be traumatized that there's no return to that normalcy. Where we did know? Well, not really know still. Where we did hope for? And these people, these politicians, we are talking about who's supposed to provide certain infrastructure and security, health and well-being for the people of Jamaica. Them not fulfilling what them claims say them supposed to do as a government. And we say them keep talking about certain things, and then you see like how when we left here, me hear about this thing about the chop up. And now it upon everyone's lips and everybody feels sad and say, Jesus, I'm crying, look where Jamaica come to. Lord, this. And now we hear them and say it's a deportee. I do it, all right? So what now? Why happen now? What happened to the man them already in a prison for how much years whenever they on a trial, where them say now them need some mental, check-up. Them need some mental check-up. What happened to them thing there? We don't hear nothing more about that again, It make it sound like things are going on, but not going on. Just like how them use Jamaica House as a remand center for them political friend them. When them now try the people them and put them in a prison, them send them go out the remand center up at Jamaica House. Prime Minister put them down in there and say, all right, look at just cool little, we're going to rectify. Jam Pro, all of them things, the whole heap of things don't rectify, Enough things don't rectify. But them sit around the place now, a lack of dance, and I tell man say this and I tell man say that. We don't have to them not feel that, but warm to the things them affect the Jamaican people them. Like, warm to it. I mean, your man about the great job of Fulton Joe. Jamaica is one of the worst places for COVID in the Caribbean. Jamaica is like the America in the Caribbean. Me I tell you that. Jamaica is like the America in the Caribbean when it comes on to COVID. You know, it may not look that way because people love to talk about not about and a lie them and tell and all them something there. Well, people are dead. People are dead, as I say all the while. I don't know what's out there, but something is out there. You know, see it? When me I look on it, when me I hear about, a virgin call me last night and say, Muta, a fool people them from England, him say, Mandingo say, watch out. A whole heap of people me know were dead from COVID. Well, up on my virgin them right now, critically ill in the hospital for COVID. So make them go and talk, but not no go so on. It's just like the flu. It's joke. So me I say, what is it that is going to happen right now as we find ourselves confronting the COVID situation and confronting the gunman them and the murderer them, where it's preying upon people in a Jamaica and prey upon themselves too. Serious song, Guns of Navarone. This is the stepping razor. So we did talk about a phone call we get, given all we are going on now. And we don't know because, remember, I think Samuda's son, the claim say, him no know nothing about about no strike down a prison in a Spanish town. I'm going to find say everybody else hear about it except him. I don't know where them politicians. That's why I say I don't know how you can get some of these politicians to go to some places. I mean, when I talk about when election, you know, when election everybody come out and agree them, but go there when nobody now agree them. Incognito, we are talking about. Just, it is even for put on some mustache and beard like Hitler. Or put on a toothpick like Donald Trump. Just go down there, go down to the places where we are talking about now. In the night especially. Because in the night certain things go on, right? In the night you have a congregation, a whole heap of so-called street people on the road. Because in the day them have to hustle them, they stoplight a big money, them a search up garbage pan and all them something there. But in the night them have to go sleep. And if you go down there, if you got, remember when we used to play down a town, I come home, man. Me I tell you, man, when you drive up the road, man, it's a joke. You see people lay down on the ground and me I say, then, oh, this a happen? Oh, this a happen? You know, you have a place right beside, which part of the market that's right beside, where name again? Where the man, the bakery there, Brentford, Brentford Road. Right at the stoplight where the people them are selling on a market there. Like you go up Orange Street, right at the corner. Yode Street, right at the corner of Yode Street over the other side, which part the bakery place. If you ever pass there late at night, man, it's a joke for some people. I lay down there as them bed. You have certain places where them just choose to lay down. I don't know why certain places is a choice hotel for these people on the road. But when you look at where I go on in a Jamaica, man, I ask about wait, all these people make it sound like everything topsy-turvy and everything I go on nice and all them something like. We want to see what go on nice. We really want to see what is going on nice. Because you have health, you have wealth, you have infrastructure. You know, see, people must be happy. People don't want, only for this and that and that and that. Them just want to be happy. Right now, the people, them not happy. And apart from the COVID, people get scared again about the gun business. So, the wealth now flow like how it's supposed to flow because the top end get a heavy. The top people are make money in a Jamaica, the private sector. Them are make money when you see them put out how much money they make per quarter. You're frightened and I say, but wait, where them get them money there from? How they make them money there? Money are making at Jamaica, but the people not getting it. That's why I find more and more people there on the street. More and more people. There's not less people on the street. And Mr. Mackenzie must know that. And Mr. Man will go downtown all the while. You understand? But you must go down there as a politician. Go down there as a normal Jamaican and all the Mayor Kingston. The Mayor Kingston must, even though him down there all the while, but him are going to the place where him a fix. Want to the people them where they're on the street. The people them. And now we see a 9-day one that come now where them are talk about how much of them dead, or 4 of them dead. Man chop them up and all them really. That is just the tip of the iceberg. You understand? Because after we done talk about it and catch all one of the man them who do it, oh that is it. The problem is still there. So much people shouldn't be on the roads at Kingston. I don't know about the other parishes them, but I talk about Kingston. Because that is where I live and that is where I see. So much people shouldn't be on the road at Kingston in front of the central police station and sleep at night time for comfort and for safety. And the police them can't save them. Because that is decades, may I say that? Decades. Me see that. I mean, no see it get no different from me see it from now till now. Me no see it different. People still at sleep on the street. Yeah, we sound like a stock record, we say 200 guns, a.k.a. Minister of National Security, a.k.a. the Deputy Prime Minister. 200 guns himself coming out of the country every month. That means it's 2,400 every year. We want to know since him say it until now, which is almost 2 years, how much gun them get back in the 2 years. Because I see them find all a plane over Clarendon there. Well, official executive plane, you know. And them end up now, nobody know there. It's them don't know who fly there. Them know. You think they don't know who put it there and who fly there? A Mexican own the plane, you know. They don't know, say a whole heap of money laundering a go on Jamaica. Then a whole heap of money laundering a go on Jamaica. A man come wash them money in Jamaica. When I say wash them money, they see them put up all certain building, certain plaza, certain hotel, and all them place there, and line up all the beach with certain hotel and all them. So that they say, why Jamaica get progressive man, look at all them big hotel that we have. And money laundering, I do it, money laundering. Yes, money laundering, I do that. So when you hear all the plane land on a beach in a Jamaica, and them not find out who did that flight. That plane they didn't register in Mexico years ago. It's not supposed to be in the year. According to the records, the plane they supposed to land and never move. But the plane did move up and down between Jamaica and wherever it move from. And now them say them can't find who did in the plane. Them know it's who did in the plane. What me say? Me say them know it's who in the plane, but if them go find out who in the plane and start ball out, you gotta hear say a certain place locked down in Jamaica where supposed to give them money. You know, see? Because that is where we think say baby chump is a money thing, but him not get enough money, so right now it look like baby chump will do anything to make the money flow, anything to make the money flow. And then you have 200 guns there behind him like toot, not doing nothing and claim to them I do something and come make statement all the while about this or that and this or that go on and that go on, and then next week you hear something different. Yeah, so I say before we forget, you know, say the statistics are sure, which I don't believe it. Them say there's 2,000 people there on the street, what them call street people, in Jamaica, and 500 of them are in Kingston and St. Andrew. That means, according to them, quarter of the people them who is street people were there on the road is in Kingston and St. Andrew, out of 14 parish. So when I tell you, say, I don't know about the other parish, I know about Kingston, because I see them. And I know from my account, how much years I go downtown late at night and I come up back. I know say I count more than 500 people, not to mention the corner them and the prostitute them there, and the gay guys them there and all them something there. What a thing. Jamaica now we hear the man them hear the church what them a pray. Pray for what? Look how long them a pray. Pray for what? Them have big audience. Then mean to get them congregation active. No sit down and a pray and a close them and a clap and a shout and all them. So that not helping nothing. It not alleviating the COVID. It not making the crime, the guys them get softer in them heart. You know, the more prayers is the more wrath. So we are say church people them who feel like say prayer can't help you right now. Prayer cannot help. Prayers cannot help the situation in Jamaica. It's activism that is necessary. And the church is one of the biggest organizations in Jamaica. Them is big. So them need to get them whatsoever off of the pew and come off of them altar. And activate them congregation, man. Activate them congregation. That is what them really need to do. Because them are going to let them now listen sometime, and them feel say we're too, why they're aggressive, but, you know, so we're showing a solution all the while, you know. I don't go criticize, no, we're showing a solution, but our solution, them sound like it way above on our head, you know. Anyway, we want to remind you that the hour between 3 and 4 is brought to you by Confectionery and Snack. Brought to you by Charles Chocolate. Imagine Charles enter our world. Yes, sometimes it sounds like we're kind of aggressive, but we have to be aggressive, man, because when you see something for yourself And you see some people who supposed to do certain things for help alleviate the problem, them now do it over and over, them now, like the road. For over and over and over and over we talk about the road. And the road them get worse now. Them not no money, so them say. Them no, them not no money. Them have money, you know. Because them friend them have money too. You know, the private sector, them have make billions of dollars profit every 3 months. You understand? And the people them on the road, murder rate gone. I mean, this year start with a zig-zag. May I tell you, this year it's unbelievable how it start. You know, we hear the 200 gunman talk about say he want to bring down the crime rate, the murder rate to 800. I mean, how can a man say that? How can a man in I'm right mind and say he want to bring down the murder rate to 800? I'm supposed to feel comfortable with him. Me remember when the other one in the other party, when name Bunting, I talk about only divine intervention can save you. Imagine you elect a man to do some work, and him not do the work, and then him start to tell you, boys, only divine intervention can help you, you know. A terrible thing that, you know.
Murder rises. Whenever the PNP is in power, crime rises. Keep telling people that you have a greater chance of being murdered in Jamaica than by being hit by a car. We can't live like that in our own country. So the Labour Party makes another commitment to you. Unlike the PNP who say nothing can be done about crime, the Labour Party don't share that. We believe that there is a lot that we can do to solve crime in this country. There is a lot that we can do to bring down murders in this country. There is a lot that we can do to make you safer in your house and in public spaces.
About the economy. And I'm not going to go into no big speech about the economy. The economy is really about you. All of you here is a part of the economy. And when we say we want to grow the economy, what we're really saying is that we want to grow you and your household. Because in this audience, there are many finance ministers who have to take the little pay and make sure that the little pay can stretch. There are many finance ministers who have to take the little money you're hustling at the market, send picnic to school, pay a light bill, pay a water bill, pay a cable bill, pay rent, and you have to make it stretch. And the pay now increase. But as I hardly tell you, every day the dollar grind. This is how we left the basket. And in the 2011 basket, I know that the finance ministers in the crowd here, them could have buy one whole of bread, them could have buy one whole of pack of baby pampers, them could have buy the 1 liter oil, you could have buy a whole of chicken. So this is your economy, you have to make it stretch. You have to decide where the $4,000, which this basket here represent, in 2011, what it could do. This is the 2015 basket. This is what $4,000 get you, because all they are telling you is that everything all right, man. Everything all right. But when I go on the ground, the people them tell me differently. So I am reflecting what the people are saying to me. This is a whole of bread, you know. No, maybe just show you say it's not a half a bread. This is now an option for you to purchase a whole of bread compared to this option. This never existed 4 years ago. But because the finance ministers of the household, your economy, have to cut, we have to provide options for you. So this is the amount of bread that you can consume in your $4,000 package.
All them songs where the artists them are singing, you can't believe them things, man. You should be able to keep singing about flowers and birds and bees. But the pressure is so pressuring, whether you're up there or you're down there, you know, from as an artist, you feel certain struggle, you know, even if you're not inside of the struggle, you know it. Because most of it come from it. You understand? Most of the artists, them, whether them number one or number two, whether them are oldest artists, vintage artists, or young artists. We come from a situation where one room with you and your mother don't have no work, and you're on the road every day. I do things where you're not supposed to do. Them say you got to school, I have school. Remember me used to go to Victoria Pier, go dive up money. School and go down to Victoria Pier, go dive up money. Where the tourists them did enough down there, them throw the dime them and the quarter and the money. That time Victoria Pier was Victoria Pier because it did clean. So when them drop the money, you could have see when it drop underneath the ground, the water. And you just dive in there and you get the money and we get enough quarter. You know, see, nowadays apart from the water, though, to one time the pier was one of the best piers, top 10 best piers in the world. Top 10 best piers in the world. Now everything will come from uptown, downtown and around town go right down there, so. You understand? There's a way there. That is way there. Year in, year out, the people them have vote for this and have vote for that. And things get better. Them are living an illusion. The politicians are living an illusion. The people them are living an illusion about the politicians them. You know, see, when a man I tell you about guns, how much gun are coming at Jamaica. And then when you're looking at Fim constituency, a pure gun are fire up there. You know. And him a minister of national security. And now them a talk about 4 people get chopped up on the road and all them something there. Then them know the possibility exists where it did happen before. Maybe not as such as vicious, but it was happening before. A lot of reports been going on about street people, who people just pass them on the road and lick them and them with stone. Yes, we don't remember that. Yes, them report they come out long time and them just sit past it and move past it like say, oh, that I don't know nothing, man. We want to wait to hear about the stock market and we want to hear about how much part the money they know that we can't go really do some trading and all them something and the bank them can do this and the bank them can do that. Meanwhile, the youth them want to run to America. But we don't know what's happening now because America not letting nobody in their country more than so. And you have to have COVID tests. And at $20,000 a year if you have COVID. May I tell you, $20,000 to get a COVID test, we go on a plane, which the plane nowadays costs $100 return to Jamaica from Florida. You can get an airplane flight for $200 return. And then now you have to go pay COVID $20,000 for test. You see it there now. You see it there. What if the youth them want to go to America? What if the youth them and right now, oh, you go wrong them. You can't wrong them. Because the opportunity was supposed to be. I hear the daughter say, the finger them get twitchy upon the guns. The finger them get itchy. And the more finger them get itchy, the more the same people them will make the law. Know the people them who responsible for the gun them are coming at Jamaica. The cocaine we are coming at Jamaica. Transshipment port for coke. Them know. You think say the little boy down at Tivoli Garden or any little boy down at Spanish Town can control them plane the way you see land on the Clarendon beach there. You remember a truck they take 500 truck load of sand off of one beach. You hear the thing about that again? 500 truckload of sand was taken from a beach. You hear the thing about that again? No, it's a big boy truck. I take him and do something for enhance him part of the island. For enhance him hotel. He want to give him hotel beach whenever they're there all the while. You hear the thing about that again? You know, you hear nothing about them something there. When the big guys them come and go so bam, them get them coke from Colombia or Venezuela or whatever them get it from and come in to Jamaica to move forward into America. And them find it. You hear nobody get caught more than the man will have it down at the airport. You think of him responsible for that? Him just a pawn in the game. Pawn. That man there is a pawn or the woman. Pawn in the game. $2 billion worth of coke. You think say any little youth we are worth at airport where angle luggage and baggage can't deal with that? No, a guy just come and just offer him some money where him never see before. Never see before. And when him think on all him family and him friend them and, you know, him wife and him picnic them and all them, so him just take that. Because him pay so small and all them way there. Him have to do something for top up him pay. Yeah, man. So, what may I say? May I say, we need to take more, well, we say take more, I mean, go into the depth of the whole thing. We need to go into the depth of something. Like all the street people them. We need some hands-on. Not all right now you find a deportee who you claim said do the murder. It done so true you lock him up. True you lock him up for murder, no it done. It not done. The people them still there on the street. The problem is not the man who killed them. The problem is the people them who allow these people to be on the street wantonly, desperate, disillusioned. That is what is the problem. Because the man never there on the road. This man will not find out for chop up because I don't know. Maybe some of them did do him something I don't know. But I hear say one of them is a man where everybody know for years. Years everybody know him. Him not trouble nobody and him well dressed and all them something there. And a man just kill him so. So when you find him now, what you going to do? You going to put him in a prison. You going to put him in a prison. And there goes, you say, no, why you solve everything? You don't solve nothing. Nothing. It's just like powder. It's like a powder. It's like a woman where make up her face and put on all sort of thing and that other thing and she has no teeth in her mouth. That's where it go. Anyway. So, we are called upon the government, whosoever responsible, national security, 200 guns, whosoever, whosoever responsible, to really examine what is going on in GP, General Penitentiary. Some of them could not even know when in GP too, you know what we said. General Penitentiary upon Tower Street, right? The back side facing the sea, and the side side facing Bellevue and Raytown. We're asking if it really would appreciate it for examine what is going on because there's a COVID thing happening in that thing. A lot of the prisoners them have COVID and it causing a lot of scare. And not only that, we really have to ask the question, how COVID reaching at the prison? After you isolate a man, the man is upon quarantine. Well, I tell you, say, certain things, I tell you, it's not easy. Imagine a man upon lockdown. And him upon lockdown, and you hear say him have COVID. How the hell him get COVID? As somebody carry it going there, then who come out and go in and come out and go in there all right. Or the water them. Or the water them I do it. A water come out and come out and go in and come out and come out. Then the other them test the water them. The water them should have testing long they not only feel. Watch out. I don't know what's wrong with them people. I know that. You can't go down at the prison, go test just the prisoner them, you know. You have to test the people them who mix with the outside people them and then test them. Because there's a thing going on in there now where the prisoner them are ball. Can you imagine you in a prison and man, you know, say a youth hang himself long at GP. A youth hang himself long there. You hear about it? You know hear about it. A youth hang himself long at GP. Well, I spread no propaganda, you know, a youth hang himself long at GP, but not only that. The water them is carrying home a lot of the food that is designated for the prisoners. Them is taking the food and carry home and lessen them money at supermarket and market and cook the food for the prisoner them where it's not even slush. You remember when you used to go to school and get a bowl of slush? I don't know what people know about bowl of slush, you know. But we used to get bowl of slush at school. Yeah, free to, you know, free bowl of slush. Well, you know, the man, them might get some food in there where no fit dogs. Dogs. Who is going to take the responsibility to go down there? Because, you know, the man them say, when the when the inspector them come down there, you know, if the place is dirty, it get clean all of a sudden, you know, them can't tell the people them say them come down there. Well, we are going to inspect GP on the 4th of February, and we're coming there at 9 o'clock. So I want you to prepare for us. Right away, you know, to the GP clean, everywhere clean. No, I don't say you do it, you know. I don't say you do it, you know. Just like how I can't understand why police are going to investigate a scene where some man still there and have a siren. They have a siren there. Then if you hear siren coming up bus road, siren coming up bus road, you cannot drive your car and you tell the man them, the gunman them, say, yeah, come. No, it's like joke business. It's joke business. Me don't know with the logics. Me kind of know where them are do still, you know, but it don't make no sense. You know some gunman down the road, and you turn on your siren and go down the road, go look for the gunman. The gunman them going to run, them not an idiot. Police, them gone. You understand? So you hear me say now, you can't advertise say you're coming down to the prison for go examine it. The sanitary inspectors, they must not advertise them coming to the prison. They must just go there and just investigate or just inspect the prison. That is a normal and natural way to do it. Why would I want to tell people, say, you come down there, they want to now clean up the place and make it look like say, everything is okay for everybody. No go so. There is a lot of COVID inside of the prison and need to be investigated. It need to be investigated, and it's not the prisoner them carried going there. I feel laugh when I say that, you know. I feel laugh when I say that. It's not the prisoner them carry the COVID going. It's people who come out of the prison and go home and come in and go home. And a terrible thing. Terrible thing. But on a little side note, PS, on a little side note, we are told that you can't get us. Hey, Minister 200 guns. I can tell you something. Oh, don't know. You see, like how you know, say 200 guns are coming at the island every month. Me can tell you, say, if you want a cell phone at the prison, you have to pay $20,000 for it. So you think that inside of the prison, the cell phone, no, you get somebody outside. If you give them $20,000, who you think you're going to give the $20,000? You think you're going to give the prisoner? No. You give a warder. The warder gets the money to carry to the prisoner with the cell phone. You get the money outside and you get the cell phone and carry into the prison and give the prisoner. But here's the problem with that now. You see when them have lockdown in the prison and the warder them have a vendetta against certain prisoner, them take with them cell phone and then eventually want to sell back. What a corruption. And then no matter about who in the prison, who in the prison. If people commit crime in a prison, does that include the crimes of the warders? Because we know to the warder them in the prison. But the warder them can come out and go in as them want. But they are also projecting a certain criminality. A certain criminality, because if you get $20,000 for your man a phone in a prison, and when something happens, you take back the phone from him and want some more money for give him back the phone. That is serious indictment against the prison and the prisoner, the community who is responsible for deal with prison things. So who know that? Who know that? Whole heap of people who have family in a prison know that, and the prisoner them know that, and the warder them know that. So the corruption of the warder them sometimes pass the crimes of some of the man them were inside of the prison. But I repeat that again. The corruption of a lot of these warders pass the crimes of a lot of the prisoners them who is held in prison for criminality. How we going to resolve that situation when the people them who's in charge not going to do nothing to alleviate the suffering? I have a whole heap of people out there that say, oh, them them crime, them anything where them get them for take it. No, I don't so it go. I don't so it go. Anything you get you for take it. No, I don't so it go. Prison is not there to torture people. A man does a crime, him don't go there to get tortured. Him go there for go pay a cost for him punishment, one, which is punishment, and also to be rehabilitated. Rehabilitated. That's when him come out, him can be a person who don't look back on what caused him for going in the first place. But they're not making the youth them want to steer a normal life, because after them go through that, you're making them get violent, wickeder than how them going there. It's a serious thing. Prison is not a place for invent and for create murderers. A man commit a murder and him go in a prison and you give him 20 odd years, whatsoever years. A man did rob somewhere and you give him 5 years or 6 years and everything there. And you say, boy, right now, he's going to come out back. You want him to come out back, come get wickeder? It's a terrible thing, terrible thing. This is that time again when we present you with some names, African names, you understand? So we're going to start out with the male names. Azikiwe. Anyway, I can say something that if sometimes you hear we are repeating the name them, it's because people are say them never get certain spelling or them never get the name. So them ask me if you say it again. So don't feel like if you hear sometimes we come back with the same name them. Okay, so here we go now. Azikiwe. Azikiwe. Azikiwe means LT. Akins. A-K-I-N-S. Akins mean brave boy. Akpan. A-K-P-A-N. Akpan means firstborn. So that is Azikiwe. A-Z-I-K-I-W-E means LT. Akins, A-K-I-N-S means brave boy. Akpan means firstborn. Okay, so female, Bibi, B-I-B-I, Bibi, daughter of a king, Bibi. Muga, M-U-G-A, Muga, means mother of all. Sala, S-A-L-A, Sala means gentle. Nataki, N-A-T-A-K-I, means of high birth. So that's Bibi, B-I-B-I, means daughter of a king. Muga, M-U-G-A, mother of all. Sala, S-A-L-A, means gentle. And Nataki, N-A-T-A-K-I, Nataki, of high birth. That is the African names for today. Okay. So you know, we remember this argument about, well, a while ago we say the prayer, all the passing them I talk about them a pray for the crime, for cease and all them something there. That not gonna work. Definitely not gonna work. Cause remember even Peter Bunting, remember Peter Bunting? Yeah, that he was the Minister of National Security, I think. And him say, in all we are going, it's only divine intervention can't stop it. But here we know. You see, if you employ a person as a government man to do the work of the people, and then him turn around and say, him can't do the work, it's only a divine intervention. Him supposed to get fired and give back all of the money we take from you. Yeah, him supposed to give back the money. Because if you employ a man, you see what you can do for the crime, I swear you can do for road. And you come back to them and say, boy, it's only God can fix them road, you know. And you know in your heart about say, God now come fix the road. And then you come say, boy, it's only God can stop the crime, you know. And you know say God now gonna stop the crime. You could have pray from now till whatsoever. It now gonna happen. Yeah, so when you check it, listen to this. Because you know say them people are some really weird weird set of people.
After 15 months, I am convinced that the best efforts of the security forces by itself will not solve the crime problem in Jamaica. But it is going to take divine intervention, touching the heart of a wide cross-section of the society.
Yes. So that is where I say, can you imagine that? A minister of national security from the PNP is declaring that of all the security efforts, it now will prevent crime. You need some divine intervention. And that is when they was in power and him said, so wait, you know, Mr. Bunty, you know, pray, you should have gathered all of your compatriot them and go down which part the crime is most and bend down by your knee at the middle of the road with all of your friends them and pray. Don't go in a Pegasus hotel. Don't go in another hotel them go pray. Go down which part the gunman them there in a Spanish town and up in a flank and in a, up in all them place there. And carry all of them go down, they go kneel down and pray. Because you saying that and now pray no make no sense and no different. And me I tell them, say, you can pray a little more. It's not going to solve it. It needs a human, it needs a human solution. Because man create the problem, man can fix the problem. Any problem where man create, man can fix it. You understand? So now, this is one man from a one party. You're the next man from the next party. You think them easy? You think them easy? You're the next man from the next party now because you know so the thing get away when you hear leaders of a government that tell you say it's only divine intervention can help the people them. They want them far. Want them far. If you not pray, if you not wait for God to come solve the problem, you know, just go away and go sit down with your girlfriend and your wife them man and just go have fun and left the prayer them to the people them. It's joke. You know, it's a serious thing, you know, because when you see certain man, certain artists start sing in a them kind of way, like, you know that things really, really bad, you know. When you hear all Shaka Divas a ball for leader in a certain way, you know that things got terrible. When you hear all Sean Paul, I talk about guns, I've never, Sean Paul, who's a man, a pure girl song and wind up song him do. I hear the man that sing about guns, I've never run in a very serious way, you know. You know that the thing get away. Yeah, man, the thing get away. Too much unsolved things. There's so much things that has been unlawful and corrupt. But yet still we don't hear no end to it. It don't come to a climax where the people them can hear say, oh, this happened, well, that happened, and that is done. There's so much things. And that is related to the politicians and them friends. There's so much criminality that is taking place amongst politicians and them friends that is unbelievable. Because if we start talking, you know, we might be held for libel, and we know say sometimes it's true, but true, you can't really go say this and say that. Them people tell you, say, boy, right now, we must bring evidence, and we can't carry the evidence, you know, but will the evidence want to appear? That is the problem with the evidence, you know. It's like the man, it's like in a center years ago when them shoot the man on the ground, when the police shoot the man on the ground, and everybody run my ball out, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. And the policeman shoot him, and we see all light on camera. And them let go the policeman because you know what the DPP say? The DPP say the camera footage could not be held in the courts because the person who do it would have to come forward. Well, it's the same thing with we as so now. We would have to go bring certain people forward, but them not going to come. So we can't just insinuate and do it as best as we can as a person who depend on the radio and kind of know for Baba and Weave. Because we learn for Baba and Weave. After so much years we depend on the radio, we must learn for Baba and Weave. But we are saying the politicians and them friend them is the main cause of the gun crime, of the cocaine, of the nepotism, of the land grab, all of the things them we are going to in Jamaica. These people know the perpetrators and the culprit. Them know them. What me say? Them know them. Them sit down every day at them party and pan them yacht and talk about it. Them know them. You understand? But it go on like say them don't know them. Our man can have $2 billion worth of cocaine at the airport. You think that's so ordinary, man, that? Them know them. Look on the gun them we are coming to Jamaica. If you say like a 20-year-old youth where don't have Tivoli Garden, Trenchtown and all them places, could have bringing them, unless it is maybe one of them long-time scammer where they have some enough money already. But them things there, and them know, say, 200 guns coming into the country per month. Them know how them know that. Them intelligence show them that. Walking to the executive looking plane will land on the beach at Clarendon. Them don't find nobody in the plane, but somebody must fly the plane. It's not no local youth a play and just push the plane that's all. Somebody a fly the plane. And guess what? Them know them. Them know the people them who was flying the plane. These people have certain things are going on in Jamaica where them need to protect. And if them don't get protected, them going to pull out, you know, and make them balls say, oh, you pull out so quick. And that is what will happen. I say, oh, you pull out so quick. You never really come down here just for those the certain things. So if you come in a Jamaica for really make some money, we make some money too, and we will protect you. That is what them do. This is a serious problem we have. So, this is the stepping razor, the art of war. Here we go. Here we go. May I tell you. We want to yell up Shamara. We want to yell up as usual. We have to yell him up. The man called Shane Clark. Yes, Shane Clark. Why you up Nigel and the him there? Anyway, why you up Nigel? As we said, this is the stepping razor.